Well, every detail that I hear about that day is painful, mainly because I realize that nothing is going to bring Dylan back. So I prefer to focus less on what was found in the house and the car and more on what we can do to make changes so that this doesn't happen again in future.
You talk so much about the importance of mental health, creating laws that support people who need the help. And then you read these and you see there's clearly signs, cries for help here.
Without a doubt. I mean, this isn't just a mental health issue. It's not just a gun issue. It's a community, a parenting, a school security issue. It's that combination, this perfect storm of events that came together for 1214.
What emotion do you feel when you read through this?
I think the only emotion that I feel when I read through this is just pain in knowing that we know what happened, we know how it happened. We probably will never know why it happened, and that's difficult to know that that'll probably never be answered. But that's why I'm totally focused on helping save lives in future and ensuring that no other mother or father has to go through this again.
Do you feel anger at all when you look through this and you see there were so many warning signs, perhaps even the mother knew some of this was going on?
That's a tricky one because my emotions change and fluctuate throughout an hour, never mind a day. So sadness, anger, disbelief, it's all present all the time.
When you hear that there's a clipping of a shooting from 2008 from a New York Times article that he saved, and this clearly dates back several years, is there a part of you that thinks, what if this has been caught earlier? Could this have been different?
There's always that, but like I said, we're not going to be able to change. I can't change what's happened. I can't bring Dylan back. So my obligation has to be on what lessons can we learn from this and what common sense solutions can we put in place to help prevent it from happening again.
And what are some of the lessons you think we can take away from this?
Well, obviously there's a lot around mental health and school safety and community. And on the gun issue, which is the focus at the moment, there's a lot of simple, sensible solutions that can be put in place around background checks, limiting possession and sale of high-capacity magazine clips, reducing elements for gun trafficking, and enforcing the existing laws. And those are the issues from a legislative point of view that I want to see happen and take place. And then there's also a lot that we can do on the non-legislative side as well.
When you look through these search warrants, how does it make you feel about Adam Lanza?
Ooh, I don't even know if I can answer that question in terms of how I feel about Adam Lanza. I think that's a question I'd rather not answer, if that's okay.
Of course, you cannot answer anything, yeah. Have you talked to his father?
No.
Do you want to talk to his father?
No.
So you don't want any questions answered about his life, his past?
I'm happy for the police investigation to handle those aspects. The police are doing a wonderful job. They have a very deliberate and methodical approach to ensure that all the relevant questions get asked, and I have full trust in them that they will take care of that.
Do you still meet with and talk to the other victims' families, parents?
Oh, several of them, yes, absolutely. We share a common bond, and we're the only people that can truly understand what we're all going through right now.
All the Connecticut media outlets, as well as the national media, of course, are going to be sifting through these search warrants, talking about what's in these documents. What do you want the focus to be? When people hear this information, what do you want them to focus on?
I want them to focus less on the contents of what was in the house and the car and more on the legislative changes on the plate right now in terms of what we can do to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
And anything else that you'd like to get out there and say?
I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers it.
How has it been for you?
It's another very difficult question to answer because it's been horrible, for the last 3 months. But I remain focused on what positives I can make come from this for other people.
And why stand here today and talk to the media?
Because I have an obligation to Dylan and the others who died to do all that I can to help prevent something like this again. I don't want to have other mothers and fathers standing in my shoes and going through this.